Hello everyone, and welcome to Victorian Kettle. This is my second time shooting this. I had a mishap with the video. It went dead. Not exactly sure what happened. This is a brand new battery, but this is what happened. So I'm doing the first beginning part and we're gonna splice it together. So I wanna get going here. So I am making a plum cobbler topped with fresh crumbled shortbread cookies that are homemade by me, and a crumbly buttery topping, and it's going to be dolloped with rosewater cream. So let's get started. I already have them in the oven for the end when we do dollop that with the rosewater cream, and it's rose themed. I actually got this beautiful headpiece in Gettysburg this weekend. I just love Gettysburg, and picked up these beautiful roses. So it's rose themed today. So let's get started. So you need 2 bowls. And in the first one, we're going to make the crumb topping. Okay, so you're going to need, now I've had this recipe just for time, and because I'm doing this again, I will put the actual recipe with that makes 6 servings. So I'm only making 1 or 2 today. So I have crumbled shortbread topping here, and it's just about 1/4 of a cup, and 1/4 of a cup of almond flour, 2 tablespoons each of brown sugar and regular sugar, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon in there just for some flavor. And of course I need all my spoons back out, and we're going to mix that up. And then what you do is you need a tablespoon, 1 to 2 tablespoons of softened butter at room temp. Okay, and what we're going to do is you're going to either take a pastry cutter or your hands and crumble that up to make like a very coarse, grainy, crumbly topping. Okay, so let's get that crumbled up, and I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I actually made 2 prior, and they're in the oven right now. So when those come out, I'm so anxious to see. This is a new recipe, and I'm really curious to see how this comes out today. So, okay, there we go. It's looking really nice and grainy. So just a nice crumbly topping is what we're looking for, okay? Now, let me rinse my hands off real quick. Of course, you can use a pastry cutter, but I prefer to use my hands, even though it gets a little messy. So on this one, you're going to need some fresh plums, just finely chopped up, and you can leave the skins on. So I'd already chopped up a plum, and you're going to need a little 1/4 of a cup of water and a tablespoon of cornstarch. You're going to put the cornstarch right in the water, and we're going to stir that up. You grab a spoon until it's dissolved. The cornstarch is what's going to help thicken the pudding. This is the plum pudding part. So now what you're going to do is put that in with the plums, about 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and we're going to mix that all around. Okay, all right. Okay, there you go. So that's your mixture on the bottom, and then you're going to add a tablespoon of butter to this. And we're going to chop that all up. You want the butter at room temp, and it's easier to cut into small pieces and to get that all dissolved. So you want to make sure that butter is all nice and broken up in there. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Now, what you're going to do is take, you need 2 little small mason jars, okay? And I'm actually going to pull, that's all you do for the mixture, okay? And I'm actually going to pull them out of the oven. Oh, it's looking really good. Okay, I still have 4 minutes. So what you're going to do is take this mixture and put it in the mason jar, top it with this crumb topping, okay? And then you're gonna put it on a baking sheet, the mason jars on a baking sheet, and bake it at 350 for about 40 minutes. And those have been in the oven, so once those are done, I'm gonna bring them out and we are gonna top them with the Rosewater cream. Okay, that's it. It's really simple, and I will be back. What I'm gonna do is take this plum mixture that you mixed with the sugar and the water and cornstarch, okay? And you're going to take that and put it in your mason jar, okay? All right, this is looking really good. Let me fill this other one up. And this is gonna look so cute at a tea party. This looks so cute at a tea party, all filled up like that. Let me get them filled kind of up, kind of to the top, because you're gonna put that crumbly mixture on the top, and then you're gonna dollop it with that beautiful Rosewater cream. Okay, so they're filled. And I'm gonna put it on a baking sheet, so when I put it in the oven, it's gonna be easy to take in and out. Okay, so I'm just putting some of this crumb topping on top here, just like this. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay. Okay, there we go. Just put a little bit of that crumb topping on there. We'll put some extra. So I'm only making 2. And so there's the crumb topping. And if everybody can see that, it looks great. So we're going to bake these. I had my oven going at 350. You're going to bake it for about 30 to 40 minutes, okay? And when I come back, we'll dollop that. We'll have the end product and we'll dollop it with the Rosewater cream. Let me get this in here. Okay. So we're gonna do cook time. Let's go in in between about 35 minutes. And we'll see if we need another 5. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out of the way. And we are going to whip up the Rosewater cream that we're going to top those with when it comes out of the oven. Okay, so now I have a beautiful bottle of Rosewater. Okay, and I'm going to show you in another video how to make Rosewater. It's so easy. It just smells divine. So this is cooking. You can cook with Rosewater. So today you're going to need a bowl with heavy cream, and I just used 1/4 cup, and then I've got I think I used a teaspoon of powdered sugar. Okay, so now we're going to use just a little 1/4 of a teaspoon of Rosewater, just enough to give it some flavor there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to take a mixer, just got a hand mixer, and I'm going to mix this just until it's soft, like you can get some soft peaks. Okay, here we go. Try not to make a mess here and have it splash everywhere. So hopefully, I had a little camera snafu there. It keeps saying auto power off. So I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I hope I didn't lose too much of the video. But we've been splicing them, learning how to splice them together. And so if some of it's lost, we'll just have to keep going. That's what happens. So it's starting to thicken up here. And this is going to be lovely on top of those little cobblers. With those mason jars, it'll be so cute to serve at a tea party. And we want to get it thick enough so that you can dollop it on top. I'm going to speed it up a little bit here. Just so you have nice soft peaks. along nice. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit more. And perfect. And perfect. There we go. Nice soft peaks there. So when the cobblers come out of the oven, we are going to dollop this on top. So again, this was Rosewater cream. I used 1/4 of a cup of cream, tablespoon of some powdered sugar, and a little 1/4 of a teaspoon of the lovely smelling Rosewater. And that's going to go right on top of there. And I'm going to clean up a little bit. And when I come back, we'll have the finished product and dollop those and see what it tastes like. So this is a new recipe for me, and I just thought it would be beautiful served, and since it's rose themed. And I am also going to do another video on how to make homemade rosewater. So everybody have a fabulous day. Okay, hello everyone. So we're back, and today we made plum cobblers topped with fresh homemade shortbread cookie crumble, and we're going to top this with some Rosewater cream. So I had just pulled them out of the oven. We made them in, they're still a little warm here. We made them in these mason jars, and how cute for a tea. And it looks so yummy. Fresh plums, and topped with that shortbread, almond flour, cinnamon crumb topping. So I'd let these cool a little bit, and then I had shown you how to make the Rosewater cream. So it was heavy cream, powdered sugar, and some rose water. And I used a hand mixer and mixed that up until it is nice and creamy. You can dollop it on top. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to finish these off. So it looks like Cool Whip. And actually, I had taken just a little lick, and oh, I've never had eaten anything with Rosewater. I just thought this recipe, this was new to me, was really interesting, and thought it would be beautiful for a tea. So we're just going to put a little dollop there on the top. Oh, it looks lovely. Put a little bit more on that one. There we go. And there you go. So those could be served beautifully at a tea. And I'm actually going to get a spoon and try a little bite here, because I'm really curious to see. I love fresh plums. You could make this with any fruit. If you don't like plums, you could do this well, probably with a pear, cobbler, peaches, probably apples, whatever fruit you prefer. So I'm going to take a bite here, and it's probably still really hot. And I'm getting that fresh Rosewater. Let me get a piece of the plum there. Oh, this looks so yummy. Okay, here we go. It's still really hot. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely delicious. Those flavor combinations with the plums, combined with, you have your different sugars, your white and brown sugars. The crumb topping is the shortbread cookie, almond flours, cinnamon, and then with that Rosewater cream, it is absolutely, it's absolutely delicious. I've never tasted anything like that. But like I said, you can experiment and try different fruits. But this would look absolutely beautiful at a tea. And honestly, you could probably even make this Rosewater topping and even try it on some other different desserts. Be creative. But I just am loving this. So I think Chris and I will have those for dessert later. And I hope you all enjoyed this today. It's Rose Theme Day. And I'm also going to show you how to make fresh Rosewater. So from home. So I will be back. Everybody have a great day.